Higher for longer. This is something the Fed has been talking about since the Jackson Hole meeting almost 2 years ago. We are finally seeing the repercussions in the real estate game. The entire market seems to be flipped on its head. We've seen transactions down 50% in mortgage and sales. We are seeing regulations change left and right. We are seeing the NAR lawsuit. We are seeing investors who thought there was easy money get burned and lose everything. Adrian, man, the entire real estate market seems to be flipped on its head. What's going on?
Flipped on its head. People are leaving. Agents are desperate for deals. Wholesalers are no longer allowed to wholesale in certain states. Zuber, everything you've been talking about from the beginning of time is starting to occur, and it's occurring in a rapid pace, guys. And if you haven't been paying attention, I don't know what's going on with you. Or if you have been listening, it's been going in one ear and dying. We have to wake up. We have to wake up. We're seeing a major exit of wholesalers, real estate agents, buy and hold investors, flippers leaving this market because it's too hard for them to compete. And it's
Yeah,
interesting.
and to your point, we've been talking about this for 2 or 3 years. It was simply flat out too easy.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime it's too, and I say this was experience, right? I've been doing this 20 some odd years. I remember 05, 06, where there was just this constant belief that real estate only goes up and that you never can get hurt and go get that neg am, 2-year IO loan and just all this other stupidity. So I saw it, I called it. And to see it start to trickle out, and it's only going to get worse. It's just started. It's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
get worse. Investors are going to get hurt. Agents are going to disappear. Brokerages will shut down. Entire business teams would blow up, like
Yep.
wholesalers in Virginia, South Carolina, and likely others. Um, and you know what the real funny thing is? This is funny. All this is going on, like I called it, and I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
like, it's finally here. All these people that were overpaying and doing stupid things are going to leave, and I can come in and pick up the pieces and find a couple of gold bars laying on the ground. So I know it's kind of sad, but it's reality.
it's the truth. And not only that, the bad actors need to go away, as you've been talking about forever, Zuber. The bad actors need to go away. There are snakes in the grass, and they need to go away too. We just had, well, I'll talk about two things. We'll talk about the amount brokerages are selling for. And then number two, I want to give a real live example. We have a transaction that we had in Mission Viejo, California. We had it under contract. It was sold. The seller went ghost. The day the notary was going out to sign paperwork, notary knocked on the door, no one answered. Seller went ghost. Well, we find out an agent found out we were selling the deal, went behind our back, grabbed an attorney, went to the seller's house. Attorney, being an attorney, says, don't worry, we'll close on the transaction. Don't answer we end up sending them a demand. Don't answer the demand. Don't respond to them. I'm going to close. We contact the title company. We tell the title company, hey, here's a demand. The seller cannot close. He's in escrow on another property. There's a deposit. We're supposed to close. They close the transaction anyways. Agent goes behind our back. We know there's an agent involved. We know there's an attorney involved. You guys, there are snakes in the grass. Why? Because the agent can't find any other business elsewhere. So they're going to piggyback on all of the other people that are finding deals, and they're going to piggyback on them. And that agent will most definitely lose their license. Most definitely. Once, you know, our buyers doing their thing, right? So it's going to be an interesting unfold. And we're seeing this happen. I was on the phone with Title yesterday. It is obscene the amount of transactions that they have that are playing out this same exact scenario.
This is what happens in desperate times, right? We have parties, in this case, real estate agents, who probably have a certain lifestyle that they are used to. They have seen that income side of that lifestyle be cut at least in half, perhaps more. And unfortunately, that often begets desperation, bad acting, illegal, and ultimately lose license, if not something worse. All predictable. All predictable. Protect yourself, folks.
Yep. It is insane what's happening, guys. It is insane. And then let's move on to what brokerages are selling for. So most brokerages used to sell at a 3, 4x of EBITDA, right? You guys, because of this whole change in NAR, because of this whole crazy, ridiculous change, right? Brokerages aren't worth anything right now. Now, I'm
Hmm.
saying right now, okay? I'm just talking about right now. Today is May 22nd, 2024. As of right now, nobody is buying big brokerages
Right.
because we don't know what is going to happen. We don't know the change that's going to occur. I mean, we know what's the change happening now. We don't know what the long-term effects are. So, I was on the phone with someone and they're like, dude, we can't sell even if we wanted to. We've
Mhm.
tried, we know we're profitable, but because of the change in NAR, we don't know what this home is worth. Like, we don't know what this company is worth a
Right.
year from now. So therefore, no one's willing to take that swing. And it's unfortunate, Zuber, because you've had these great companies that have been building for decades to eventually have some sort of retirement exit, and it's not
Right.
going to happen. It's not going to
Wow.
happen at all.
Well, let's talk about that NAR settlement. I think I saw a headline a month or so ago. The judge signed it, so now it's in effect. Is it still going to affect what, July 1st? Do I remember that right?
It is going into effect July 1st.
So what is this NAR? Is it still kind of, if you're a listing agent, kind of okay, but if you're a buyer's agent, you need to watch out for yourself?
If you're a buyer's agent, good luck. And what I'm going to predict is going to happen is that we're going to see buyer agent companies come into play. We're going to see companies that specifically represent buyers at a flat fee because
Yeah. Yeah.
if you guys all read the settlement, right, it says that agents now have to sign broker buyer agreements with all of their buyers. So before you even look at property, there's a set compensation on what that agent is going to be compensated, right? It's in
Mhm.
there. It's set. It's signed.
Yep.
Well, what happens if it's 2.5% and there's no commission being paid out on a listing? That buyer is on the hook for that 2.5%. At a
Right.
$500,000 house, that's $10,500 that they're going to have to pay that agent. They don't have that. I mean, most consumers out there, most home buyers are barely able to afford the down payment, right?
Mhm.
They finally get to a goal. Yes, I finally got the down payment, and now I got to come up with additional 10,500. No, I don't see that happening at all. So what I do see happening is there's going to be flat fee, like we have flat fee listing brokerages. There's going to be flat fee buyer
Yeah.
brokers, and I see
The
that
other
happen.
thing, the other thing I think that's going to happen is, and I think Zillow already launched something. I think Zillow, Redfin, whatever the other ones are, they're going to come out with their own buyers agreements because they want to control as much of the transaction as they can. So I think Zillow came out with something like, 7-day free agreement or something like that. Um, I think the whole buying landscape is going to change.
Yeah. And the listing landscape too. You better know what you're doing as a listing agent. You
No
better
joke.
pray that your seller doesn't, I hate to use my poor French word here, but I hope that the seller doesn't punk you to say that they're not going to offer any commissions because good luck selling that deal. I know damn well they ain't nobody that's going to show a no listing commission property unless you are double ending that transaction. And if you
Exactly.
are an agent and you are representing buyers for free, you are the problem.
Oh, I totally agree. Here's another thing that I think this is the unfortunate part. I've been doing this long enough to know that real estate has cycles. We are currently in a seller's market, although it's changing, right? We now are at 3.5 months supply based on the data we got this morning. If we get to a 6 or 7 month supply, guess what happens? No longer a seller's market, it's a buyer's market.
Yep.
And then what happens to all this nonsense, right? Think about that.
Then it's going to be full force.
I
Full.
mean, but think about it, right? You have owners who want to list their property that now think they don't have to pay buyers. So they're going to give the listing agent, I'll make up a number, 3%. But then they're going to pay nothing to the buy side. What's going to happen? the listing side's going to have to give up their part
Right.
to
Yeah,
get anybody in the door.
you're right. You're right. I could see that
Right?
happening all day. And listing agents, please don't take a listing for free. For the love of God, we already have
Yeah.
these. Yeah,
Don't do that.
we already have these discount listing agents. We don't need any more of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
massive changes, guys. I hope you change with it. I hope that you find different skill sets. Do not rely on wholesaling. We just did a video, the last video on how wholesaling is changing. Also, you cannot rely on that either. You know, when we personally have a lead come in, we have 9 different ways to chop that lead into a deal, right? Most of you, it's like 2 or 3. So, you know, upgrade your skill set, find other ways. And another thing we're seeing, Zuber, too, is flippers and buy and hold investors that are leaving
Yeah,
because the interest rates are playing a big role.
for sure.
They can't find the juicy deals anymore. And I mean, is Burr even still a thing? Is Burr still active?
Not unless you find a really. I mean, that's the thing. Higher for longer, right? The Fed said he was coming back at Jackson Hole 2 years ago. It's here, and it's just harder, right? The other thing we're seeing is regulations. Not only wholesaling. How about Airbnb? How about short-term rentals? Short-term rentals under attack. It's now illegal in certain places. You have to get registered or licensed in other places.
Yep.
It's real estate's never easy, even though there's been a lot of pretenders the last 3 years.
Yeah. And I'm glad that it's tightening. I'm glad that it's getting harder because those pretenders were nothing more but pretenders, right? And
Oh yeah.
their clients that paid $5,000 for their course are going to realize that they got ripped off. And, you know, you guys just play the long game. Play the long game. You know, I've been in this since 2012, and it took me 10 years to even think about helping someone else. Like,
Yeah.
get your head together, please, all of you, right? And then those of you that are doing the right thing, because there are those of you that are doing the right thing, continue doing the right thing, right? Continue doing, double down, remember your ORAT rules, right? Let's go. I think right now, the #1 ORAT rule that it plays the biggest role in this game is rule #1, right? Do the work, right? Get out there, do the work, and make sure that you stick to rule #1. It's really important right now because, as Zuber said, there are going to be a lot of gold bars out there, right? There are going to be a lot of sweet deals for you to capture on because we're going to see such a big exit. We already are. I want to say, and don't quote me on this, was it RJ Big? Someone, I recently saw a video. No, it was the owner of Investor Lift, Robert. He said there's been a 60% decrease in wholesalers in the last 2 years.
Wow.
60% decrease. Thank God. Thank God.
It needs to fall another 50% at least.
At least.
At least, yeah. No, but this, I want to go back to something I said earlier, and I hope people hear and feel this. For 3 years, I have been warning people that the quick money, the easy money, is going to lead to pain. The pain is now here. I want the good operators, the folks that are doing the work, to realize that right on the other side of this pain recognition is opportunity. Yeah. Right? You don't get ready when there's opportunity. You get ready now, so you're ready for the opportunity. I'm excited. I'm excited for what's coming because, again, I called it. It's now here, and now it's time to, pick up the gold bars.
Yep. And I was at speaking at an event last night, and I told everybody, you guys go watch Zuber's channel. Go watch Michael Zuber's channel because this is the information that you need to get ahead in this marketplace right now. This is the information. You guys, it's not like Michael just started talking about this 60 days ago. Like, no, this is a trend.
Got 5 years of receipts, baby.
4 years, right? 4 years, which should tell you something. So don't think you can figure it out on your own, guys. There's a reason for this channel. And if you haven't done so already, for the love of God, hit the damn subscribe button, please.
I appreciate you, Adrian. Have a good week, buddy. Take care.
Appreciate you guys.